towards B, so we'll see what they have in mind. Will it be a fight? Will it be a retake territory? We've got Pop Flash assist to allow Lucas to start off the proceedings, trying to catch Xantares, who gets stuck back in Palace now. These smokes will isolate fights, but as Leo Drunky repositions by the benches, down he goes, as does the bomb. On the floor by T-Ramp, 4 versus 3 in favor of MIBR, but things will turn around now in favor of Big as they take out Lucas and TRK. We've got VSM just jiggling a little bit around the jungle position. Now they still have the bomb plant to play with, but I say they, now it's he. It's just VSM alone with the Julies. He'll get some added range over a Glock, but he's on the CT side, maybe running out of bullets with the USP. Now he's got 2 pistols to work with, but 3 players to find, 2 of which are very heavily tagged. He needs to try and isolate these fights, and Big will be looking to swing, but who's going to peek first? And which way will they swing? He's got closer versus Searson, but there's the headshot to win the round.
But first, they've got to beat these Force Spy from MIBR.
Yeah, I do wonder if that's prioritization of players or underperformance, but we shall see. Keto trying to defend the connector position. Scary as it is the CTs inside who get the one-way. Lucas coming in from the back now as he's looking to get as much from this as he can. He's going to go for the knife. Oh, he's going to go for the multi-frag instead. Makes sense. Doesn't make the connection though, but he can hold the high ground only for a brief second. Not even that. Maybe a chance for something else, but the Deagle God said no on this occasion. And Big go 2-0.
As possible, and they're going to run a fast A play here against the stack of MIBR.
Oh boy, they're running into a lot of guns, and I don't know where all of them are just yet. Got to communicate quickly. Xantares put in some nice work, and it's only KNG left, and the cleanup is on the way. The MAC-10 will surely be upgraded. Indeed, it will eventually.
Those fast rotates, and then the 2 players on the A site, where TRK is still sitting. KNG with a flick up. Doesn't have to be that quick, because Tabson's not ready, and KNG's going for the reposition, trying to see if he can catch anyone else off guard.
Big have got some huge problems because the bomb's trying to make its way to the B bomb site, trying to offer a fake towards A. They didn't really pick up on it at all, and they've all been lost on short. Xantares moving up now, little slow as KNG, but there's so much more to do. 30 seconds to do it. Xantares, can he be that Turkish Rambo for the German squad? Tizian's made his way in. Those footsteps have surely been heard. Surely they have, but Leo Drunky's not looking the right way at all. Now, is this position going to be cleared? 20 seconds. Tizian's got to look past. Leo Drunky could win this just by hiding in plain sight and having no idea. Down goes the bomb. No, off goes Tizian. He's got 12 seconds, but he won't make it to the bomb or anywhere else. A scary one.
Maybe even just underhanded smoke to get some cover, but KNG gets a couple early kills. MIBR get an early round, and we're straight back into the action where Xantares is not ready.
That's difficult, and that gives MIBR something they really need. You can see the MP9 on VSM. MP9 commonly found on the B bomb site for certain players. Nice support now. Now Tizian may think he won't expect VSM to be there based on the trajectory of that grenade, which kind of gives MIBR a free kill.
It's B, where Tabson has spotted 1 man early. 20 seconds now, they've got to go.
Yeah, they've got to get around that corner. The bomb is still in play, but it's in the lab. Trying to keep the players away from Searson. So they can potentially do a lot with a few grenades and the AWP in a round to come. Well, you might go for a quick peek to catch somebody going on the van. Looks like he's doing that anyway as Xantares makes his way downstairs, only to get popped by VSM. Notably, he hasn't seen a second player in that underpass.
Oh, Big could just move into the B site if they wanted to, though. There's only 1 CT there. Keto caught with poor timing here. Oh, great shot from Keto. Looking for the second man. He spotted him out. They're both trying to fight, but the B site has been lost. Searson's got the opening kill, and now MIBR is scrambling to get back into position.
And this is what we spoke about before the match started. Post-plant AWP with Searson. We'll see what he chooses to do. It's still a difficult situation. It's not a normal buy for Big, so they're going to have to do something aggressive. However, Keto's deep in the apartments, which gives them some extra confidence, but Tabson just trying to reposition. That'll make life harder. Keto still with the high ground. Searson now's got a lot to do. Smoke is up for the time being. That's a nice 1 dig from Keto. Oh, another one! That leaves Lucas alone. Oh my god, he's got them all. Big make it.
An important kill for them onto the B site in the first place. That's what sets up that post plant. And now Lucas getting aggressive top mid. The flashbang not quite as good as they would have wanted. Tabson was...
We'll see if he's fast enough. Xantares is almost walking into his crosshair already. He's checking for it. But we've got more digs being...
Not even any nades for him to try and slow it down. Not even a smoke to keep himself safe, but he's got the assistance of VSM. Second shot not landing, but the bomb is out onto the B site. They have to commit here. They have to go for this, and they might not be ready for Leo, who's still sitting at the back of the site. Well, now he's been blinded. Another shot for VSM lands into a 3v2. Tizian pushing forward, trying to do what he can, but VSM finally falls. And it's up to KNG on the big flank. They're going to get the bomb back. They're going to get the bomb planted, but they're not going to know where KNG's coming from.
Oh, they know now. 1v2. There's a second player, and there is a headshot from Keto. Some violent rounds from both.
The A site.
Yes, A with smokes again. But rather than 3 players ramp where you'd normally throw them, they're in many different places. KNG's been popped by the bench. Of course, this is an anti-eco round. Got a hard check for that position from Lucas, but Xantares' timing is pretty good. Now the wrap comes in through connector, and that really limits where MIBR can stand. So far, so good for Big. No one's been deegged just yet. There are still 2 deagles in play, however. Leo Drunky and VSM looking for what they can find. Leo Drunky's he's a player that we saw some of, like I feel like in the last 2 years in the ECS leagues, we saw a little Leo Drunky here and there. VSM and TRK, I feel like, will be a little newer to me. But I'm going to enjoy the journey of this MIBR.
And they're doing it again. Lucas getting involved early in connector. KNG also in short, and that's a good angle for him. Tabson trying to make it up mid alone, but the A play's coming through. Yeah, this aggression in mid, I think, is going to fast forward Big's play into the A bomb site, allowing them to pick off the CTs as they focused on mid. We've got a late rotation from Tizian and T-Spawn, but what did MIBR do? KNG has an angle on jungle. Once you're outside it can be difficult to pick the right timing as a good spot in this post plant. MIBR have got to be quick here. Yeah, they really do. Keto of the off angle. Caught sleeping though. Maybe looking for a player up top, and suddenly we're on a 3 versus 2. I'm not sure that there are any diffuse kits though for these CT, so a 10-second diffuse is going to be asking a lot. The HG grade doesn't quite get there. It's 7 seconds. It's a big countdown. And there we go. That's going to be the round for Big. They might not know just yet. VSM the point of no return, and it will be 7 rounds for Big. Such a strong position for Searson to play in the post plant there. You talked about it previously. That's quite an angle from Lucas. Oh, Keto doing 2 jobs, holding down 2 jobs, but still manages to get there. Clearing out the A bomb site. Now, at this point, how much do MIBR want to risk this AWP? We can see it's on the way to CT. A smoke there could actually give them some space to play with. Keto lurking in jungle in the meantime. So MIBR will have to really consider their options here. I think the round win is unlikely, and maybe it's about hiding in plain sight, but that gets harder as VSM is picked off. There's Julie's out again. KNG looks like he is going to be hunted. The stampede of horses is on the way. Will he be able to survive though? There's the bait. He's still got Leo Drunky for the time being. Down he goes. They will invest everything into this, and it makes sense. We can see the struggles for MIBR.
In a pretty quick flank potential.
Yeah, and here we go. The MAC 10 coming out first. The flashbangs doing their job, as they often do for Big. Very expendable. Maybe Tizian can clean up. Indeed, he can. Straight in the head. No helmet. Thank you and goodbye. Area control with the Molotov, and he'll stuff the door with a smoke grenade as well. And this is what we talk about. The attention to detail. They make it so hard, Big. What can MIBR even do at this point? They've still got players on the A bomb site.
KNG's flanking. He's just arrived, but Searson, well, he was 1 step ahead of him until he double-scoped in. He thought the player was still an underpass, but KNG's got that first kill. Could there now be a way in? Maybe not. I think Keto has just closed the door on this retake attempt. KNG's trying to get out of there, but Tabson is in on the flank all the way from mid. And MIBR are going to have to save, and that's a really nice switch up, I think, from Big. Just as MIBR take a timeout, you completely switch up the way you've been playing. You go for a faster push straight into that B site. That's something MIBR hadn't shown so far. They hadn't had to.
In terms of like controlling the game and so on, a lot of that's going to be on the T side for them. We've seen many of these flashbacks though from MIBR in mid. Little team kill there while blind, but nothing too untoward. 3 pistols on the remaining 4 players for MIBR. So right now, not too dangerous for Big.
Second smoke for window to make sure they can get into short as safely as possible. I believe Tabson just spotted a player in underpass as well, but VSM apparently has found a gap through that smoke. Unless the kill feed is just lying to me. That looked like a kill through smoke, but VSM's got it either way. And now into a 3v3, the rotate's arriving. Oh. 2 players arriving, VSM one of them, doing a bit of damage, but it's up to TRK. That one man with the rifle has the chance to do something here, but the bomb's already being planted. Even though TRK has the kit, unless he gets gifted a fight here, it's very...
to make it through those choke points, so perhaps they'll have a little more utility in the next round. Perhaps not for Lucas. But TRK, I think he's done all he could do in this round. Big will make it to double figures, and this will be their 7th round in a row.
I was curious as to what's clear.
Yeah, if one bullet touched him, they would have an idea that he was there, but no. Looking for the second kill, not quite going to get there. Now, what will Big do in the meantime? Again, when there's a big focus on mid and they have position, they'll hit the green button and they'll go straight into the B bomb site on this occasion. Last time it was A. All 3 players on deck. Keto had the high ground, but chose to jump down. So
Nades, which could flush out some of these positions. It's not going to be easy. Again, though, as the time ticks away, Tizian's got the first. The lineup comes through. Xantares with 2, and KNG didn't even get involved in the action. He's out of there. He's saving the big green gun, and Big are getting yet another round on the board. And it goes back to what you're saying, James. They're just so...
For this round, rather. They've tried to go aggressive multiple times in mid, and KNG's caught completely off guard. An utter change of pace in mid from Big. Maybe MIBR were like, okay, we've made so many flash plays in mid, they're going to be looking for us. But no, they're just charging straight in for a B split.
No respect there on that round. Just go for the dry peek. Great time for it, and with Tizian getting a second entry, Leo is just trying to find any way he can hold this site. There is no answer, though. There are so many players surrounding him. Tizian gets a couple of entry kills onto B. CSGO gets that first one.
Went huge on them in terms of the points. It's because they're a much more storied team. Again, they're a great example of attention to detail, probably a favorite to win the whole thing as well.
Maps, they can compete on a couple of maps, but even at that Blast tournament, they weren't really tested throughout their pool at times. Again, Mirage isn't a map they've had to play. We're finally getting to see it now, and it's not looking pretty at this point. Again, though, Big, a great Mirage team. There's a reason why they picked this map. There's a reason why they're winning 12-2 on it. They're going to start to work their way up connector. TRK with 1, Lucas with another on this A site. Not looking too bad for MIBR here. It's all spread across the map, but that one fight from Xantares completely opens up the A side of the map.
DSM has to pick wisely with this engagement. He will get there. So now there is some position as the bomb just about makes it to a default plant. We've got Xantares in the jungle position, but does he dare pull out a Molotov? That'll certainly give him a few seconds. He's got 25 HP. Now he can hide in plain sight as Tabson has drawn the attention. Leo Drunky in this last round with 30 HP. Seems to have an idea of where Xantares might be. Makes his way into the window, looking into CT, and there's the last kill. It's break time! A Storm just hanging out in T-spawn to see what was going on. So there'll be 4 players on the A bomb site as a flying KNG comes through. Now, might be difficult for them to make their way out of Palace Citizen with 2 already. There's a lot of USPs being shot, but let's not forget, they don't have all the bullets in the world. This boost has been common in multiple rounds of this Mirage. The bombs on the floor in that shadow position. 3v3, all to play for. All that's required, though, is a headshot. The P250 extra range. It's better than the USP in a pistol round. It's got longer range. 2v2 now. Everyone going fishing. Both CTs in CT, and KNG's got to get 2. He's got Kevlar at the very least, but getting 13 HP and he's still alive. He's carrying a kit as well, which probably won't come into play in a pistol round. KNG fishing, but couldn't quite get the hook. And now it's their turn to respond to a quick play into the B bomb site. They are better equipped, of course. Xantares still alive for now, just dancing, jiggling, delaying, trying to stop the bomb plant. Oh, they're lining up, though, for these deagle shots, apparently. 3 players lost for Big now, and it seems they will lose some position. Tizian will give himself some space to try and make his way into the bomb site. A cheeky HE grenade, very cheeky indeed as MIBR wait a minute 15, plenty of time. But Tabson is here as well with the FAMAS. Stereo frags for Big, and maybe they can hold on to this. But Lucas is
praying that something's going to happen for him here, because Big have turned this round entirely. Both fight at once, but Lucas gets the first kill, and Tizian's unable to trade.
He just has to swing and look to cancel strafe with the deagle. That's it. He can't be walking around. He's found him! Only 1 shot, though. Oh, so much riding.
Yeah. Pretty accurate.
None of that new stuff over here.
Citizen's just gone glass cannon for this last round. You can see how important this AWP is for him, and it's already coming into play. 2 kills in connector, not even in his favorite position of short. He's happy to take the fights here. Now KNG sneaking up, but Citizen's ready. He's ahead of the game, and this one is about to be put to bed. Citizen gets a quad kill, and at this point, everyone...
That big play. We can talk about that more. Citizen looks for number 5. There it is. Thank you, and good night.